Hey guys, it's Maymay. I thought I would do a quick live. I have got to show you this. Like, people ask me all the time why I love my tools so much and why I love certain tools. And I want to show you. But if you're just coming in, I don't do this often in this setup. So let me know how my volume is and all that good stuff. Could be weird because I did this in a weird way, but I was just like, I gotta show y'all this. You gotta see it. Okay. So this is my stamp wheel. All right. And I love this guy very, very, very much. And there's a couple of reasons I do. And this is one of them. Let me show you. I'm going to take this out. I was literally working and just stopped to set up the camera to show you this. So let me pull this out and show you what I've done. So do you see that little yellow tape at the top? I put that there to give myself kind of a reminder point, a place to go every time. I usually use the little, I guess they're like acetate pieces that go in here. I usually use those. But for this, it works just as easy and sometimes just as good, just to make yourself a mark like this. And I want to show you, I did a little fold in my tape on this end. So when I'm done, I can peel this off real easy. And that tape won't hurt the backer of this. Now, what am I making today? I'm making 4x6 photo cards because I'm out. I always like to make a bunch of these up at one time, and I'm completely out. And I'm working on the wedding album. And if you guys haven't seen the wedding album, oh my goodness, I'm loving it so much. I'll give you a sneak peek at the end. Remind me because I'll forget. But what I did was I took some of my white cardstock, and let me show you another tip. This is going to be a lot of tips today because this is what I'm doing. Do you see the texture on this cardstock? So this is AC cardstock, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's AC. And it's textured on one side, and it's smooth on the other. And it's not quite as thick as some of my other white cardstock. So when I'm making photo spots, I like to use something like this because I don't use it all the time everywhere. So it works really good for this kind of thing, right? Also, I like to flip it over and use the smooth side. So I'll glue down the textured side. Okay, that was a lot of information. Now here's what I've done. I've given myself this starting point, right? This piece in this orientation, I'm doing this in portrait orientation. I'm going to line up to that tape at the top and push it all the way to this side over here, okay? Then my second piece, again, smooth side up, I'm gonna line up to that line at the top, and actually here, I'm really just lining it up with that other piece I just put down, and then push it all the way to this edge, which I didn't get, there we go, and then stick that guy down. Now, my mat is super sticky, it's brand new. I replaced my old yucky one. If y'all know, you saw my yucky mat. So I replaced that one, but 4x6 on both sides. Then here's the trick. Ready for this? This is why I love this so much. This is my stamp wheel. Now what I did, you see I already have my place photo here, 4x6 on here. This guy right here, I'm going to put, I'll show you, I line up my stamp to one of my 4x6 pieces, okay? So I took my stamps, I laid them on my 4x6, and I only paid attention to that one, okay? So now we can ink that up. So flip that over. I'm also using my Ink Bandit to make this go so fast. If you've not seen the Ink Bandit, this is another tool that I love. So I have this guy sitting right here. And what he does, let me show you because I might not have explained it. The Ink Bandit, this is something I designed, and then my friend Clanton made it for us. So we do have this in the store too. And you decorate it to match whatever you want. This one is Shannon's. Mine, spoiler alert, no, shocker, mine is red, black, and white, but I was working on the other table when I came over here, so I grabbed Shannon's. But this holds your ink, and it uses rubber band, so it's not pulling your ink out of your pad. It just holds it up. So I'll put that to the side. All right, ink up. Set that on my Ink Bandit, which you cannot see. I might can make it where you can, but now, the top of my stamp wheel is that hole, and I've gotten used to that. It's always that little hole at the top. Then I take an impressible, and I rub this down. By the way, this is an impressible that Cynthia Roney, who created these impressibles, who makes these, made me this one special because it's a weenie dog, so I'm going to put that one right there. Then here's what's so fun. One is done. I'm going to flip this over, okay? You don't have to lock this back in place every time. I do, because what I really love about my stamp wheel on top of everything else is if I drop my ink pad, let me do it. If I did this, it's not going to get on my surface, on my project that I'm doing. You see that? Because my plate blocked it. So look, everything underneath is protected. Another reason I love it. Now this time, I'm going to flip this guy over. I had to go off camera because I'm too close. I'm going to flip this guy over. And so the center, now the center top now becomes the center bottom. And look, I'm doing two at a time. I love this. I love this because listen, I go through a lot of photo mats. I make a lot of mini albums. I make a lot of folios. I go through a lot of photo mats. And so I cut myself a stack of maybe, let me show you. This might be about 40 some odd pieces. I don't know exactly how many I did, but I cut a bunch. So let's do it again. So now see, it's just a rhythm. You get it set up, line this guy up to the side into our tape, making sure I have the smooth side up. And listen, they don't have to be perfect because you're not going to put these next to each other in the book. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go wherever you want to put pictures. What do y'all think? How many of you watching today already have your stamp wheel? They're incredible. Love this guy so much. Tell me below if you have it. Also, or not below, but in the chat, also tell me how many of you are afraid of the stamp wheel. And I don't mean that like, you know, jump scare afraid of the stamp wheel. I mean, some folks are telling me they're afraid to make the investment because they're not sure it's worth it. But I have just loved it. I have just loved it. Monica, you don't have one yet. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'll tell you this, if we have any in stock, and we might, you can use the sale coupon code. You know, our Black Friday sale is already going, so you can use that sale code if you want to on it, and it's like 20% off. Okay, I knew this question would happen. The question is better than the Misty. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I will not call one better than the other. I will not, and I'll tell you why. They both accomplish beautiful stamping. They both accomplish their jobs incredibly. What I really love about this guy, at least having it in my toolkit, is being able to do this kind of stuff, okay? Can you do two in the Misty? Yes, but I'd have to have two stamp sets. You see what I'm saying? If I had two stamp sets, I could line up two and that'd be fine, but you don't always want to invest in two. But I'm going to tell you, if you have a Misty, you don't necessarily have to invest in a stamp wheel. I just want to talk about tools because I think they're great and I love them, all of them. I also heard this morning that trend for 2025 might actually be tools more than anything else. And so we might see some tools coming from some companies that are really neat, but you don't want to spend money on tools that you don't get your money out of, right? And I feel like something like this, because listen, I have, how many Misties? I have two different sizes of Misties and I have multiple Misties, right? Because I do a lot of this stuff, okay? So I'm not sad about my Misties. I love them very much, and I don't feel like I wasted my money on them. But if I did have a Misty and this was an option, I'd have to really know that there was a reason I'd want to use it to make the investment outside of my Misty. But here's the other thing about it. Because you're never going to have to replace your Misty. Think about it. It's the quality. You're never going to have to replace it. It's the same with this. So you get your Misty, you get your money's worth out of it. I have a saying I like to say that is, it don't owe me nothing. You guys ever buy anything that was kind of expensive and you've used it so long that it doesn't owe you a thing? Like you've gotten all your money out of it? I feel like that with my Misty too. I'm not sad about that investment at all, okay? And I love having this guy. Monica asked again, good questions. Well, you're on it today, Monica. Is the 2.0 better? I have not played with the 2.0. I have seen a prototype of it in person. And I was with somebody this week, and we were, not this week, it was a couple weeks ago, who came in the store. And the kind of stamping she does, she stamps on journal pages, which are larger than this space here. And I showed her online how the new one, they're going to be able to like pull this little piece off and extend it out. And she really loved that idea to the point that she's going to wait to make the purchase until we have those in stock. So I'm excited about the opportunity. But y'all have to know something about me. I am a tool person, okay? I love tools. I never have too many tools. I remember growing up, this is like, yeah, a larger paper can go in the other one. I remember growing up, my dad had a tool for everything. Like he was known for that. Like he had an entire shed of every kind of tool you could imagine. And I just remember thinking, I love having what I need when I need it. And that's why I love tools. We're going to purchase the inside mats in the Misty. The foam one or the paper one, Vicki? I'll have to know that first. Let's see. What are you using to take the paper off? It's a Cricut spatula. That's another tool, you guys. How many tools can we love, right? This is just a Cricut spatula for doing like off the mat of your Cricut. And it works perfect for this because I don't want to... if I do this with my fingernails, sometimes because I don't have fingernails, I can kind of wrinkle the page on the corner, and I'd rather not. So I just use this little spatula and it works perfect. And I have, you know, those come, like if you buy a Cricut with some of the tools, you typically get one of those. Oop, wrong side. Now that's important. I'm glad that happened. I want you to see this. Because I have centered my stamp, okay, I need to make sure I put them in the same place every time, because I could mess myself up. Like I don't think it would, but let's just be safe, right? Let's just try to put it in the same place every time. Also this, guys, if you just got here, I see there's a lot of people just coming in. This is one of my very favorite tools. It's my Ink Bandit. We have these in my store. You actually assemble it and decorate it to match your own theme. And what you do with it, let me see if I can get it where y'all can see it. I told you I would try. Let's see. I'm gonna pull the stamp wheel down, and then I'm gonna put my Ink Bandit right there. Look at there. Okay, I have to be neat on camera. I cannot do the clutter on camera. It messes with me. Y'all probably could care less, but it messes with me. Okay, so move that up just a little bit. So here's the deal with the Ink Bandit. You can take your open ink pad and lay it right back on the rubber band platform or little stage, and then you don't have to open and close that ink over and over and over again. That's what I do. Thank you guys for saying to Vinny the video. I would love that if you would. That means to like it. Vinny's not here right now. He'll be back. By the way, if you're watching, we're doing a surprise live today at 1:30. That's my plan. And I'm just going to tell y'all, we had this product line come in that I was going to wait to show you guys till after the holidays. But the problem is it's so good and you might want to use it for Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you at 1:30. And I plan to be crafting with it too, to play with a little bit. So today's kind of a crafty day for me, and I'm loving it. I'm getting to do a lot of crafts. You can tell that things are kind of calming down around here, and I'm getting to sit in my room and play. So 1:30 today, and I'm going to build that live when we get off of here so you guys can go and set a notification if you'd like. But at 1:30, we're going to be crafting live. Do you guys like live crafting? I don't do it as much as I used to, because there was a time that people were like, I don't like the live crafting so much. We'd rather watch the recorded video. But I feel like there's a lot of people doing this kind of live stuff, you know? And I think you'll like it. It'll be here on my YouTube channel, and we'll be doing it in the horizontal orientation, in the normal orientation. We'll be doing it in what you guys are used to. This is just the vertical that was real quick for me just to set up by myself. I didn't have to have my mics or my lights or anything to do it this way. So sometimes when I need to be quick, I'd like to do it this way because it's super easy to do. Isn't that funny, Monica? I did lives twice a week for years. And then all of a sudden it was, nobody's watching lives anymore. They all want recorded. So we went to recorded. And now I feel like everybody's back to live. So there's 268 people watching, but I don't see everybody chatting. Can you guys say hello to me so I can see who all's in the room? Oh, yeah, you like asking questions at the same time. I like that. I like it too. Y'all, this is probably going to get boring, but I need a bunch of these. The link to my store, and do we have, yes, our Black Friday sale is going on right now. My store is MaymayMadeIt.com. And it's a big sale, you guys. We've got a lot of things in special categories on the site. If you go to the site, I think the first menu item says Black Friday sale. And if you hover over that, it'll show you all the things that are available. And the coupon code is 20% off, and it's gobble up in all caps. But you, so you can kind of build your own sale that way. Also, we have gift cards on sale too. I don't know all the deals because I didn't come here to talk about that, so I don't have them with me. But, okay, Tamitha's putting it in the chat for you guys. The gift card sale is like, is it like you get 20% off? So basically, you spend $100, you spend $80, you get a $100 gift card. I think that, you guys, we'll talk about it at 1:30 when I have a little help. I was just in here crafting. This is kind of what I want to do. I just want to be crafting and just bring you into the room. Just, what am I doing? Come watch. This is so easy. Monica Tamitha is the GOAT. Yes, she is. Hi, Tara. Thanks for saying hello. Hi, Vicky. I see you talking. I'm trying to see everybody. It's pretty cool because I can see you guys on my computer screen while I'm doing this. Pretty neat. I'm going to figure this stuff. I'm going to be techie one day. I'm going to be so techie, this stuff will make perfect sense to me and everybody else. And then they'll change it and I'll have to start over again. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? Who's got all their food ready? I have mine ready because you know I did. Just called and ordered it. Anybody else do that? Cindy says, my hands shake a lot when trying to stamp. I use my mini Misty and get ink all over. Does the stamp wheel help with that? You know what? You can get good results with your Misty if you take a couple of tips from me, okay? When you ink up, because I'm a shaker too. I don't know. You probably can't tell today. Let me hold a piece of paper. Watch this. Like if I try to put that down in a specific spot, I shake really bad. Of course, today it won't do it. But here's a couple tips. When you're putting your ink down, okay, I'm going to put my ink down and I'm going to mess up. I'm going to get it off the, you see where it is everywhere here? Here's the best tip for keeping ink from where you don't want it, okay? Clean it off before you go back. So keep a cloth next to you because here's what I like to say all the time. If you get ink where you don't want it, you're going to get ink where you don't want it, right? So that's my tip for that. So I'm going to go like this. That's the big tip. And with the Misty, it works the same, keeping everything still as this does. But what I do love about this, and I showed this just a second ago, and so I don't know if you saw this, but like the way I put my ink, my stamp wheel back on top every time and lock it in, if I drop my ink pad, it doesn't get on my project. I mean, how many times have you dropped your ink pad going across or getting ready to ink or something? Or maybe you've laid your block on top of your project and then dropped your ink pad. I've done it many times. And this keeps everything safe. The other thing, and I'll show you in just a second. Let me flip this over and stamp this one. The other thing I love, they're both great tools. Like I just said a while ago, I'm not picking one or the other because I won't, because I love them both. But watch this. Let's say I wanted to clean my stamp. I can leave my project in here, and because my stamp is facing up now, I can just wet it with my Squeaky Clean. This is the peach one. Love this one. I can just wet it, and then I can just come right here, just like this, and just clean this right away. And nothing got on my project underneath. Isn't that cool? Love that. Kathy, on our site right now, we have gift cards on sale. And so the way Vinny did it this time is like, if you buy a $100 gift card and then you put the coupon code on it, the 20% off coupon code, you really only pay $80 for that gift card. Does that make sense? So you get 20% off gift cards. Basically, the sale works on gift cards is what I should say. The code is gobble up. Isn't that cool, Monica? I think it is too. I think it is too. All right, so I saw people were prepping and cooking today, and Tara has ordered desserts. Don't you love doing Thanksgiving at somebody else's house? I'm going to tell y'all, I did Thanksgiving at my house for many, many, many years, and me, Mom, and Granddad have been in our same town now for about 4 years, and we've been doing it at their house the last few years because it's easier. I have a lot of stairs at my house. It's a lot easier for everybody to do it at their house, and so I really love that because I can prep for Thanksgiving without having to scrub my house down too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know. Let's talk real life. My house needs a good scrubbing before I have company over. Karen's making a green salad and a pumpkin cake. That sounds divine. You know, I'm not sad about the fact that I ordered all my food. We have some incredible cooks in our county. Incredible cooks. So I just went all around town. I ordered from 3 different places. 4, technically. 4 different places around town to get what we wanted, and we're perfectly fine, right? Teacups Mama, the gift card comes directly to you right away. It comes to you straight away, so you get it in your email. All right, that does sound yummy. You know what? We did Cracker Barrel somebody said that Cracker Barrel's good too. We did Cracker Barrel one time in the mountains. We used to go, when Mom was still with us, we would go to Gatlinburg a lot of times for Christmas, and we ordered from Cracker Barrel and had Thanksgiving. I don't think we ordered everything. I think my sister-in-law made her famous, she has some famous sides, but we ordered like dressing and turkey and stuff from Cracker Barrel, and nobody complained. You know, it was good. So y'all helping me get this done. This is not, I'm gonna be honest, it's not my favorite part of crafting, right? But what I love about it is when it's done, because look, now I have this stack, and I'm not done. I'm going to do all of these. But now I have this stack of photo mats ready to go. You know what? I don't know why. I think it's because I keep having to reach across the screen, and I don't want to annoy y'all. Is it annoying if I do that? I'll use it. I just brought it so y'all could see it. My habit is to keep my hands off the screen so that I don't get in your way. But see this? Is that annoying? Maybe not. Tamitha's going to Cracker Barrel. tomorrow night for Thanksgiving dinner. I think that's brilliant. All right, I'm going to use it. Just know if my hand's in the camera a good bit, I'm sorry. It's fantastic. The Bandit is really great. I don't know how many of those, okay, it doesn't bother Karen. I don't know how many of those we have in stock right now because I haven't ordered any in a little bit. All right, let's keep going. I do have a habit, Tamith will tell you, even when she's editing, I have a habit of stopping and moving stuff off the screen and like, I just have to, it's a habit. Margaret made 5 pie crusts this morning. You have a favorite recipe? Is it a family recipe or is it your favorite recipe? I watch Becky from Acre Homestead, and she has a pie crust recipe that I'm always tempted to do because she actually turns it into not just pie, but she also turns it into like calzones and pizza crust and all that, and she puts it in the freezer, and I'm always so tempted to do that. Hallie, you just called me out. I probably do. I don't know. I think I don't. I think I'm like super easygoing and stuff, but I'm not. I have to have everything in a certain way. Plus, y'all know I've been around YouTube a long time, right? I've been here a long time. And there was a time when the viewers were like, I can't watch if it's messy. We would hear that a lot. So I've always tried to keep it very clean so the viewers can watch. All right, there's one thing I want to point out. If you're doing this with pattern paper, I'm not really sure you would do this literal thing I'm doing right now with pattern paper. I like to use either scrap paper or some that's not my favorite. Like one thing I really like to do is use, like if you buy those multi-packs of cardstock and there's like neon green or neon pink or something like that, I love to use that stuff for this kind of thing where it's not going to be seen in the end product. But if you're using something with a pattern on it, you have to pay attention to this one. You have to make sure you put it in upside down because we're going to stamp upside down. Make sense? All right, what was that question? Do you make different size photo plates? I do. This particular stamp set I'm using here has 4x6, 3x4, 5x7, and 8x10 on it. But we created a second stamp set. I don't have them here with me. They're across the room. We did a second stamp set that you can make any size you want. The two that I tend to make in bulk are 4x6 and 3. The two I tend to make the most are 4x6 and 3x4, and the only reason for that is they're just the size I tend to use. Like, I like to get my photos printed from one of the local drugstores because it's just fast and cheap and easy, and I know I can get those sizes out of their printing, and so that's what I do. I also will do 4x4 because I also love the square photo. Those are some of my favorites too. Oh my goodness, Pam, get this thing out. You will love it. You will love it. It does so much. This is just stamping. It does a lot more than this. I just wanted to bring y'all in while I was working. I just thought, it's a little quiet. I had Christmas music playing. Lydia's here today. She's on the other side of the room. Are you reading, Lyd?
Yeah.
She's reading today. She goes home today. She's been with me for the weekend, so that's been nice. Are they your favorite sizes too? Yeah. So it's easy to just make a bunch of those and be ready. A lot of hi Lydia's coming at you right now. She's on the other side over there. She's been reading. This has been her time. You know, this is her little vacation time. All right. I'm going to finish up. I only have one more to do after this, and then I'm going to call it done. I just wanted to show y'all why I think tools are so cool. I hope you enjoyed just a little bit of time together. Before we go, if you have any questions, let me know. But don't forget, at 1:30 today, we're going live. I have a new product to show you, and it's very affordable. That's one thing I'm really, really excited about. It's a very affordable product for you guys, and I was going to save it till after Christmas, and like I said, I decided not to because there's still time for you to get it and also create Christmas presents. Oh, I have 2 more. Good. I'm glad this ended even because I would have been sad, wouldn't y'all? Would anybody have been like, please don't put just one in there? I'd have to cut another one. Don't waste the energy, right? Let's finish these up and I'll show you the stack. Oh, I want to show you the album too. I want you to see the progression. I'll show you in just a second. The album I'm working on is my fabric covered album where I'm recreating the heirloom that we had, the little fabric covered photo album. I want to show y'all how far I've gotten. Just in a sneak peek. It's just a little sneak peek. Tamothy hates when I do a sneak peek, but I think you guys like them. Do you like sneak peeks? If you like sneak peeks, give this video a thumbs up so I can have that to know. That can be my gauge. All right, so in just, I think I started these at a little before 11. I got that many 4x6s done. I got some fuzz on there. I got that many 4x6s done. So way more than I'll need for the project I'm working on, but I love having extras, right? She's like, just a little peek. Okay, what I have to do right now is get all black ink out of the way because my album is white fabric and I do not want to put that on it. So give me a second. I'm going to clean my hands. Just a little alcohol. I don't want to take, that's another thing. If you struggle with getting ink where you don't want it, keep some sanitizer at your desk and periodically clean your hands. You'll be surprised where ink, no, y'all won't. Y'all know how ink just goes everywhere, right? I'll get through stamping and have ink up my arm or wherever and not even know how it got there. So be mindful of that. And I will show you a little sneak peek. Oh, it's kind of close in, but I'm doing a vertical video, so I have to be zoomed in. Isn't it cute? This is the front. I did the frame in the video you're going to see. This is a cut apart, you guys. And then on the inside, I won't open it, but here's your sneak. On the inside, we have that much prepped already. I know that's blurry, but we have that much prepped already. We have our little bow over here. And that's what I needed my 4x6s for, because I want to start decorating the pages. I also need to make some 3x4s, but I can do that in a second. And with 3x4, you guys, let me show. Oh, I got to show you. Sorry, I just keep doing it. I got to show you. With the 3x4, I can set one here, and then one here, and then one here, and then one here. And I can set my stamp up for one. Then I ink it and stamp it, turn it over, ink up that again, turn my wheel. Let me show you like this. So let's say it's over here, right? Well, let's just use this one. So I have this one. I can turn it and go here, turn it and go here, turn it and go here. So I can do 4 of my 3x4s on the stamp wheel, so I can get them done super fast. Doesn't that album bring back memories? The folks that are watching, part 1 already went up. It's on my channel. It's on YouTube. Part 1 went up, and then part 2 goes up Thursday night. And the comments that I have loved so much are, I haven't seen one of those in years. We made one of those, or I got one of those as a gift for my wedding, and I want to bring it back. And y'all, it's an easy craft. Like, I kind of feel guilty how easy it is. Like, it just comes together, and I'm like, have I done enough? But I love how it looks, and it's so easy. All right, you guys, I got to figure out how to turn this thing off. I'm going to go get ready for our live show at 1:30. If you can be with us, we would love to see you. And I hope you enjoyed those tips. Get those tools out. Make sure you're using them. Don't waste the money on them. Don't waste the money by using them, right? All right, till next time, guys.